I feel like life is a puzzle. We are all born with traits. Some we like, some we don't like. And we're supposed to figure out what to do with all of it, fit the pieces together to become us. We all have a certain amount of time to put this puzzle together. And I feel like it takes some people longer than others. I have always been looking for something, looking for the answer, looking for something that makes it click. Something that helps me see what the puzzle is a picture of. And all this time I have been looking up, not down at the pieces. I came across a quote. What you are looking for is not out there. It is in you. I think with each new drawing, I'm getting closer to feeling a fulfillment that I haven't felt before. I am finally feeling like the main character of my own life. Let's put our puzzle pieces together, and live a life with a full picture of ourselves. Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today we're doing another sketchbook tour video. As you know, I have done several of these now. These are 6 of the ones that I've done previously. And today's video is going to be on this one, which I recently finished. This one took me a little bit longer than I thought. I didn't realize it took over a year to draw this, but yeah, it was a little bit slow. I wanted to try a few different things with it, and yeah, it was a good one though. Next, or actually for my next video, I think I'm going to do a comparison for all of these sketchbooks compared to my most recent one to see if there's been any changes. Well, there definitely has been. If you remember this first sketchbook, it was very, very different. It was a lot of ink. So yeah, that would be a fun one to go through and see what all has changed in the last few sketchbooks. Yeah, getting back to this one, I thought I was decorating the cover of this one, but I ended up decorating my new one. So this one is quite plain. Yeah, no decorations whatsoever, but that's okay. So yeah, let's dive right on in to my 7th sketchbook. Yeah, grab a drink. I have a coffee here with me. So yeah, let's just get started. Let's just zoom in a little bit here. Okay. So I wrote this quote on the cover. Originality can only arise when you are connected to yourself. It is an act of honesty. I think a lot of people strive to create original artwork, but really if you stay true to yourself, that should come pretty easy. On this side, I did a small self-portrait. And on this page, I did my usual songs I listen to. All my sketchbooks have this, and I think it's super fun to do. It's very fun to go back and look at my sketchbooks and listen to these songs that I listened to while I drew. while I drew it. One track that I kind of wanted to keep a secret, but I'll let you guys in on, is 26 by Camp. I listened to this track so many times while I was drawing the sketchbook, and yeah, I just love it. So go take a listen to that. And let's just dive on in. So this is the first page. It is a little bit different because I decided to stick with pencil for this sketchbook. I did add little pops of color, as you can see here, but yeah, it's all in pencil, which, is my, original medium. I love pencil, so I wanted to go back and try this out for this book, something just a little bit different. I did miss color. I do add little pops here and there, as you saw in the first couple pages, but I add a little bit more here. And I think it adds a nice touch. Here again, you can see some of the same shapes that I have used in the past. I think it's nice. It adds some focal points. I drew this dagger on the shoe. I thought it'd be a good idea, but it just really bendy and looks kind of awkward now looking at it. Excuse me, Charlie. So not much to say on these. I did a lot more, since I was using pencil, a lot of my drawings were a little more time consuming because there's a lot more shading involved, as you can see. And here, oh my gosh, my cat. So for this one, I tried something different. I started to use some washi tape to block out some shapes and introduce, I don't know, a different level, a different style, and a different look in general. I also incorporated some gold ink on this page. And I worked on some different features, like the strong nose. It's different facial features as well. Another thing that I tried to work on, okay, Billy's kind of blocking the light here, so let me just move her. Another thing I wanted to work on was figure drawing, as you can see here. A lot more figure studies. It's easier to do with pencil, I think, than with pen. I love this page. This is kind of where I started to gain a little more momentum with the faces and with figures. Here you can see I drew some legs and worked on some, arms, shoulders. There's a lot of definition that you can get with graphite. At least for me, I'm not as delicate with pen. But yeah, here you can see I was trying to push myself to keep drawing. I kind of ran into an artist block, and it's probably why this took me so long. But for many of these pages, as you can see here, are just rough sketches and ideas, and a lot of them look a little bit unfinished because I was just trying to, get through it. You might recognize her. I drew an actual piece on her. I was and still am trying to focus more on, honing in on my digital art skills. So that might have been another reason why I didn't draw as much. And I drew a lot more ideas like this in my sketchbook. And I was really excited about this girl for some reason. I might draw her as a painting as well. Oh, on this page, I was working on different eye structures. I wanted to kind of work with a more simple eye. I didn't end up actually liking it, but yeah, I was playing around with that. This page, I didn't use any references, and it's pretty clear with the poor anatomy. But yeah, it was just a study page. Here I was drawing. I don't typically draw the same subject several times in a spread. I think I've done it a couple times, but yeah, I did this with her, and yeah, it actually turned out pretty cute. So this was already Halloween. I didn't do too much by then. I was doing a lot of corpse bride and these pumpkins, which is more like my older style back when I had my Etsy shop running. But yeah, I actually like this page. Again, here I am not really a full page. It's a lot of doodle work. And this one, I actually really missed inking at this point. Kind of wanted to go back to what I used to do with my spread, so I did an entire spread with ink, and it turned out pretty well. This one was kind of going back to my roots. I used to always draw eyes back in school, so like all my homeworks and papers, they always had eyes drawn all over them. So that's kind of what I did here. I was watching YouTube or something, or a movie or a show, and I just drew a bunch of eyes. I added some more color to this one. I think I was missing it. But I really like this page. I like the body form and then the faces. So this is where I started doing some outlining. I think I honed in on that a lot in this sketchbook. But you can see it here. I started out doing it with colored pencil, but then I transitioned over to trying it out with pencil. And yeah, so this is kind of where it starts. I start developing it a little more in the following pages. You can see it kind of here as well. Not so much everywhere else just yet. Yeah, sketchbook, I wrote notes everywhere. Again, so I did it again here in color pencil again, kind of getting into that mentality of trying to outline a little more. You can see it on her face, starting to develop a little more. Here as well on this girl down here, it's a little more defined. And again here you can see it along this drawing here. I really like how she turned out. Might do a painting on her as well. Yeah, I really like how she turned out. This page, I didn't really do a whole bunch of outlining per se, but it was definitely getting there. I really like how she turned out. I was playing with different facial styles. This is on a Friday, that makes sense. I was really like this piece, and you can see on her face it's a little more unnatural. It's not like super realistic. It's more kind of like animal-like features. But yeah, that's just diving deeper into a little more of a stylistic drawing that I was developing into. This actually was one that I drew the same person as well. I didn't realize I did too. But yeah, this is actually pretty cute. Okay, so this is kind of where I started doing more of the dark outlining, and you can see here, and even from far away you can see how, you know, more clear it is, clearer it is. You can see it here in this line here. Again, this is kind of where I start doing it for each individual drawing. So even from far away, can't really get further away at this point, but you can see how, you know, each piece is very separate, even though they're touching and overlapping. Oh, you know, this I think is my favorite spread. You can see the different components so clearly, but they still work really well together, and it's, you know, a single piece, a single spread. But yeah, actually this is actually a great example of what I'm talking about. I started a little bit here And I mean, you can see it in all these pieces. This is kind of where I started it. But this is so much cleaner. I don't know if you can tell, but it's developed so much more in these last 4 pages. Yeah, I really like how this one turned out. Again here, yeah, very definitive pieces. They're almost kind of like stickers at this point, which I really like. I like the look of this. Same thing here, just very definitive outlines. Just makes everything look super clean, which is hard to do when you are using pencil. I really like this one too. I'll need to do a painting off of this one too. Yeah. Oh yeah, here again. You can see I didn't do a whole lot of detail on this girl, but just because she's outlined, it looks clean and finished. I was having a curly hair moment. Love curly hair on men. Just look at my husband. And a cat, of course. Yeah, so you can see it again here. I mean, you'll see it for the rest of the whole sketchbook because I just really like the look of this. I ignored my hand problems by covering it up with a bunch of hearts here, but don't mind that. I love this spread too. It's so magical. I love how this little bug turned out, this moth. It just looks so clean. And who doesn't love Castle in the Sky? So we did a lot of gardening this summer, and there were roly-poly bugs absolutely everywhere. So I decided to draw them here, and oh yeah, and a lot of beetles. Yeah, they turned out pretty cute. And some angelic men here. I love this page. I know I said that about 3 pages now, but this one, yeah, it's so good. It's in their eye contact, and then you can see the close-up of their eyes, the hand touching. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, the page just flows really well. Because, I mean, a lot of my sketchbook spreads are, let's see. You can see here, they're just kind of like chaotic. It's not all the same thing. It's just random portraits, just all together. But this one, it tells like a story. Oh yeah, it's storytelling. That's what I wanted to get at. It's telling a story. And I think that makes it just look so much better. This one I love. Is just beautiful. I love all their faces. It's very soft. I really like this outlining style just because using a pencil is a very soft look, but with this you can get this nice clean sharp look while also maintaining that delicate look. For this one I wanted to do, because you can see in this one that they're all somewhat separate from one another, but on this one I wanted to do more of a style where they're kind of compiled on top of each other, and using that outline style and seeing how it would look. Like, can you still see the separate drawings, or will it be just like one mass drawing? But I think it turned out pretty well. I like it because you can actually still differentiate each person, each drawing, and it has kind of a different look to it, but I do enjoy that one too. This one's just a really pretty spread. Pretty is like the word I would use, I guess. It's just very whimsical and dainty and just really pretty. Same with this one. It's just got a very magical look to it. And I think that has everything to do with using pencil. I love pencil and I would highly recommend you try this style because it's very beautiful. It's very soft, very clean. This one was a little bit different. I feel like I used the dark outlines a little bit too much on the inside of her hair and, you know, on this one, just everywhere on her body. So it's not the same look that I've been doing, but yeah, it was fun to experiment with this one too, because it does give a different look, but it's not bad. Oh, this one's fun because it's kind of like a book. They seem like characters in a book. I mean, they totally can be. And it has this like cool border, so it's kind of more like a finished piece than just like a sketchbook spread. I think another cool thing is this bird. Birds are actually really difficult to draw, so I'm actually happy with how this one turned out. This one was fun too. Definitely loving the curly hair in this sketchbook era because I drew it quite a lot. Ooh, okay. This is the last one, but this is also one of my favorite spreads just because everything looks so beautiful. Like, look at her. I know I drew her, but she looks so good. And her as well. Just really magical spread, very feminine, very, you know, beautiful. Yeah, just chef's kiss. And again, you know, when I do a beautiful female page, I'll do a beautiful male page, and you can't do a male page or a beautiful male page without Ben Barnes. That's who this drawing is inspired by. And I also think if you're gonna do a beautiful man, you just really need to draw big hands because we all love big hands. It just looks really good. And this one was me stretching the boundaries of how much I can stretch a face to keep it looking not realistic, but believable and good. Not sure if I like it, but yeah, it was an experimental page. Same here, just beautiful faces. So it's just a fun piece. A lot of overlapping in this one. And this is the last page. I really don't like how Moleskine adds that typed up text page on the first and last page, really. So I cut that out. And then I drew in her, just a really simple drawing, ending on a positive note. Consistency is an underappreciated form of intentional magic disguised as a mundane doing. I think staying consistent with art is so important. Even if you feel like you're not making any progress, just sticking with it and doing it is magic. Like, you are creating magic every single day by sticking to creating art. I've been doing this for last few years now, and the fact that I have all this and all these and they're finished and full of art, like, that is magic. And I am so happy that I have these, and I am so happy that you guys tuned in on this sketchbook tour. I hope you liked it. Yeah, this was a really fun sketchbook. It was kind of hard to get through at the beginning, but it turned out to be really good. I learned a lot from it, and it really added to my personal style. So yeah, if you are curious to get a deeper look into some of these pages, you can check out my YouTube shorts or my Instagram reels. I have one for pretty much every page. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Next video will be comparing all of these sketchbooks, which should be pretty fun. So I will see you then. And yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!